It's time for the N.A.M. podcast, featuring your host, Neil Anderson.
Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to the Neil Anderson podcast. Tonight I got Matt here with me. He's actually going to do some recording here tonight, and John B's here before he's swinging out to karate, so he graciously swung by for a little more podcasting before he's got to go karate chop somebody in the face. So what are we doing tonight, Matt? What are we recording?
So I recently was inspired.
He's always inspired.
Well, yeah, and this one really got to me. Like, I'm listening back, so I have this. Okay, so there is someone that I will not name who has invested in me and my music career, if you will. And so I have all this cool gear, and I have an infinite loop pedal, and so I can take my guitar and record a loop, right, for a measure to however long I decide, and then while that plays back, I can record over top of that. And so I came up with this cool little ditty, and then next thing you know, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna write this song. I'm feeling really inspired, and I started writing it, and I sang it, and then I recorded it on my phone, and I just love the way it sounds, and nobody's told me it sounded bad yet, so I'm just like, maybe I should try to do this.
So now he's over here.
Yeah.
Since it hasn't been told he sounded bad yet, he's like, I'll pay you $50
to tell me it's bad.
This. I was like, all right, Reno, $50, you're sold.
Oh, I thought you said 50 to, because, okay.
$50 and a pizza, I said.
Yes, no, I
don't see any pizza.
Yeah, I don't see any pizza
no. He's got it wrong. Okay, so originally, I want to make a video for this eventually too. And I'm thinking about, okay, well, where do I record? I'm going to get into the Stew, obviously. The Stew is the Midwest region's best recording studio, right, located in Toledo, Ohio. And just so happens I know the people that are running it, one of the main dudes. And I'm like, yeah, it'll be really cool to get in there and have the video done there. So that was my initial thought, but I'm like, well, shit, I don't want to get in there, and because I don't have the song finished. And so I thought of you immediately, and I'm like, okay, who's better to help me with this? Get us, especially since, because what I was going to do is have Neil come to the studio in Toledo and bring his drums out and record the drums out there.
And then I said, why don't I just record the drums in my studio and then put it onto the track? That way I don't have to haul drums everywhere, and I know what I'm going to do with it. Yeah. And he said, you're right. That's a good idea. And I said, I know I'm right, Reno.
Dude, he was only going to charge me $50 for and then I tried to talk him down. I was like, no, 20 and a pizza or something.
Well, yeah.
But this idea is way better. I'm excited.
Well, you're a friend, Reno, so that's different. You're not a customer. Super fun friend discount.
Super fun friend?
Right, man.
The triple fun friend discount.
I mean, it seems pretty reasonable. It's a fairly good setup, but it's not like a professional sound studio.
No, I would not.
Here.
I would not.
It's not a professional sound studio.
But it's good enough for now.
Yeah,
I could see some short clips and a behind the scenes type of thing or documentary. But
Neil's
I'm trying to
clips,
act like I'm somebody,
Neil's drum clips he's got up. Those all sound pretty crisp.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying the audio recording out here is not going to be good. I'm saying for the video aesthetics.
Oh no, you don't want to record videos out here, except for what I do. It's just there's just a bunch of drums and music equipment and stuff out here. So
it looks like a musician hoarder's house.
Yeah, musician hoarder house. That's what it is. Speakers everywhere.
You're just a couple piles shy of being able to get onto the show, hoarders.
But it is, I don't know about that.
No.
All right, maybe a few piles shy.
There's no piles, except for in that back corner, right?
That's a pretty good pile over there.
There's just a random mattress over there, dude. What's that all like?
Dude,
that's it's all wrapped up. It's sitting upright.
Dude, those mattresses are there for a reason, fellas. That's soaking up bass.
Oh, right.
That's your
Baffling. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys don't even know, man, the technology that goes into this whole room.
Exactly.
If I had a picture of this room and showed you guys,
no, you need to do that. And I got a bone to pick because I'm upset.
Well, you guys see it. I mean, on all my videos, I'm out in the barn space, so you can kind of see it, what it looks like out here.
Yeah, but you make it black and white,
and John B's,
you only get the one angle.
John B's making fun of my giant box pyramid in the back. I'm saving them for my castle, my box castle.
It is an impressive pile.
It is all my boxes from all my drums and cymbals and guitars and everything I brought.
You got to put, because it's a video podcast for the video ones, like, and we're going to get into this too, because you're now posting on different platforms, by the way, which I'm proud of.
Yeah, which are just podcasts. You can't see anything. So
no,
if you watch on YouTube or if you watch on Facebook, if you're listening on Spotify, if you're listening to on Spotify right now, you can watch on YouTube and you can watch on Facebook, and it's like a video run through, especially on the Artist Thursdays. You can I put up music videos and stuff. Yeah, if they have a music video, it's on there.
Oh, I haven't watched.
So if you're just listening, cool. I love you.
Yeah.
But you can also go to YouTube if you want to actually see like a video. It's kind of like a video playthrough of it all. It's not like a video. It's just kind of like pictures that'll pop up of the bands or just us or just
like
certain
a PowerPoint
things.
Slideshow.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yes, exactly.
Are you going to put the cardboard boxes picture up, or that's not important?
Cardboard boxes picture? No, we don't need that.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, nobody needs to see all my junk.
Nobody's got time for that.
Except for whoa, hi-oh. You want that? You got to go to OnlyFans, people.
Yeah. No, speaking of OnlyFans, though,
man, I got to see that for free, and I didn't want to.
Can I tell a story quick? Okay. So I was going out after work the other day, right? And I met this dude, like he's got this chain on. So like, I'm like, oh, that's a sweet chain, And he's telling me he owns a dispensary up in Michigan, and that he's got. Well, we were talking about that, whatever. And then
is it called Off the Chain?
No, I think it was. Well, he's not going to sponsor us, so let's not shout his name out.
Okay, cool.
But the point was, he told me. I don't know how true this was. I didn't ask him, but he said he's got an OnlyFans where he used to make porn videos with his ex.
Holy moly!
And now he goes. Oh yeah, only makes like $1,500 a week. I'm like, what, bro?
$1,500 a week?
Yeah.
Did you say X or Axe?
X.
Oh, okay. Because there for a minute, that was a whole different, astonishing story.
With an axe. Just me and one axe. And it's porn.
They call him Axe Man.
Yeah,
I mean, you can have porn with lots of stuff.
Which brings me back around to the OnlyFans. It's
exactly.
And another guy, man, I can't talk about anything about him, but and I haven't seen it either. I don't want to. He said I couldn't. I didn't want to. But he says he has an OnlyFans where he dresses up his, or he has a girl get him, aroused, and then dresses his, up in Ken doll clothes. Yeah, dude. He didn't tell me how much he makes, but he said he had over 100 subscribers. Some are gay.
I don't want to check it out, but I'm kind of curious if he has to have those Ken doll clothes custom fitted to his unit, or if that's how big it is. Yeah, I think that's kind of the point he's trying to make. But I don't know. Maybe there's. You never know. He could have got a tailor to size those down if he needed it.
This is.
He says size it down. Gosh. I was thinking about sizing it up.
Well, if he had to size it up, he wouldn't even need it. Those clothes would fit around a dick like this. I don't know, dude. You really played with a lot of Ken doll toys, or what? No? But when you blow up enough of them, you get a pretty good idea of their size. Yeah, you blew them up a lot.
Yeah, you blew them.
Well, what do you think, guys? Look at that.
Nice.
Pretty good.
It's pretty.
Nice job.
Thank you.
I mean, that is a skill I've never picked up.
Right.
I picked that up in Toledo.
So, speaking of this song, Reno, what kind of song is it? What's the style?
It's a strip club song.
It's a strip club song.
It's okay.
See, cut that out. We got a little bit off topic. Neil brings us back, and now it's back to sex.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude. I'm like.
So anyway, Reno, what is this song about?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The song is about a love interest.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And like what kind of genre is it?
It's a good question. I really don't know.
Is it funk? Groove? Is it groovy?
What did you heard it so far? What do you think? Is it
It's kind of groovy.
It's groovy,
yeah,
funky,
it is kind of
rocky.
It's not even rock. It's like
it's not rock. It could be once you get a beat in there.
It's almost like a soul groove.
Bro, you like it then?
It's almost like it's almost like an R&B kind of groove.
Don't fucking start gassing me up, bro. I'm like Drake in that Future video. Don't gas me up, bro. You know exactly what I'm talking about when they're outside the restaurant or whatever.
No,
never
that fucking
wasn't
Drake
a big Drake fan.
Video?
Dude, I don't listen to Drake. I don't listen. Sorry, I'm not a big Drake fan.
It's not even just Drake for me.
I mean, sorry, Drake fans out there. I know there's lots of you. He sells like
hella records,
11 million records a year or something.
Is that
crazy.
What it is?
I don't know. It's ridiculous, but. I mean, it's not like I've never heard a Drake song before, but I'm not out there like looking at his videos and everything. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's got over 1 billion views on that video,
the guy's doing good for himself. I mean, I'm not knocking him at all, but I just don't pay attention to him that much, man. I'm sorry. He's not
here's
my thing.
My thing. I am a big fan of the mainstream top 40, American top 40 stuff.
Okay, so
and
Reno
Drake's been on the billboards for decades.
See, Reno likes that stuff. So Reno's a Kiss FM guy, and I am.
Yeah. I mean, I like all music, but I'm real obsessed with this like Billboard stuff and the pop and the mainstream because I want to be on there. I'd like to. And if it's not me, I want to be part of a project.
That's just the genre you're interested in right now, and that's
hot 100. Top pop shit.
And that's cool, man. I mean, there's some cool stuff out there, and I'm not knocking it. That's not my dig, so I don't really watch that stuff. But anyway, the video, they're out. You were saying they're just, what is it? Some video they're outside laughing about something, and some inside joke that we just went over our head, basically.
Drake. Let me see if we got any signal out here.
Me and John B are looking at him like, I don't listen to Drake, bro.
Dude, I mean, you had to have like this. I mean, billions of views on a video. Can you know how many a billion is?
Well, there's a lot of people. There's 1 million people that could watch it 10 times, and there's 10,
well, that's still not.
I know, but that's 10 million views.
10 million. Yeah, I mean that's way far, dude. 1 billion is 1,000 millions.
I know, right? But what if you watched the video 15 times because you thought it was funny, and a couple million people did that?
I might have watched it a good 10 times.
See, there you go. You're one of those guys. You're contributing to the billion.
So what?
Well, that's okay. I'm just saying it's. Just because there's 1 billion views doesn't mean everybody in the world has seen the video.
Let me bring this up. We're getting a little bit deep here, but as an artist that would like to gain more success in the music industry, you yourself, doesn't it make more sense to study the artists that are selling the most records?
Well, I suppose selling the most records in your genre. Not just selling the most records in general.
I mean, you name somebody that's touching Drake that you listen to right now for album sales and shit. Anybody. And the only reason I bring that up is because
I like older people that sold a lot of albums. So my guy would be like the Eagles.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah. No,
I mean. I know Drake's probably outsold the Eagles, but there's it's a whole nother thing now with the music game. Like you can sell 10 million records a year, no problem. Back then, if you sold 10 million at all, they'd be like, holy crap, you know what I mean? There's to get music out now is so much easier than it was then. Then they actually had to play it on the radio. Somebody had to spin it. You actually had to hear it. Your friend had to have the record. You had to be turned on to it. Here, it's like, oh, I heard this on Spotify today. So a lot of the music today is the here today, gone tomorrow. But the dudes like Drake and N.A.M. and all them dudes that have been doing it for 15, 20, 30 years or whatever, it's like, like tons of people. Jay-Z and all them guys, man, who've been doing it for that long, that successfully. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean, those guys are successful. Those guys know what they're doing business-wise.
I want to be one of those one and done.
But
if I can be a one-hit wonder.
There's lots of other people in different genres that you can follow. I'm just But that's a good.
It's not even like really about that. Like honestly, too, I'm excited for just the process of recording again because. I mean, I don't think I've really been a part of a project that's an original project since what we did together.
Oh, really?
Was I? I mean, The Unlikely.
Well, I mean, me and you kind of messed around out here and made a couple of
For your stuff,
for songs, not really. I mean, they were just demos and stuff.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm going to invest. That's my plan. In mixing and mastering for sure, and paying you know, my producer. Is it time for our sponsor?
What's the sponsor?
It's not peanut butter and jelly anymore, is it?
No.
Grilled cheese?
Last week it was Puckett's Grocery, but we can't do Puckett's Grocery anymore because
they sued you.
No, they dropped the sponsorship. They didn't want to be around anymore.
Why did they?
They didn't like our jazz hands, and then we were doing fake trumpets, and they said we don't want any part of trumpets. We're not New Orleans. We're Nashville. It was a whole deal. Hey, I'm just kidding.
That time that works out good for me because I got a boogie, y'all.
Oh well, John B's
Neil,
out of here.
You gotta go.
John B's out of here.
I gotta go.
Oh, Biller, you gotta go.
John B, you gotta tell us a story real quick before you leave. Real quick.
What kind of story?
It's anything. What's your deal? Like
I don't know. Like what are you? You gotta be more specific. I got stories. You know for a fact.
Let's get to know Biller.
Tell us a crazy story about drunk people.
Well, how about a karate story? I mean, come on.
You've been a bartender for so long.
Okay, so let's see. Ooh, I gotta think of a good one.
And make it short because you got to go.
Well, it'll be more of a generalized story. So one of my favorite things that happened when I first started at one of the last bar jobs I had was people shooting up in the bathroom and pretending like they did not, which, while that is not my drug of choice, or was not my drug of choice, I had done it before. And I'd seen plenty of people on it. So, not to mention being a recovering addict myself, and at that time, definitely using, we sniff our own. We can spot them. But the amount of people, I had, the one that sticks out is a guy showing up, going directly to the bathroom, doesn't order a drink. Maybe not so weird, but you got to compare how he came in and how he said hello to me to how he was when he came out of the bathroom, which looked like, somebody on Down syndrome taking tranquilizers. Even better, had to wipe the whole bar down because he was still bleeding from his track mark.
Oh my gosh.
Go, hey, were you doing something? Like, oh no, man, I'm cool. As he's almost passing out on my bar. So
yikes!
That was just one of many fun
things. This is just a little public service announcement by John B.
Don't do drugs in your local bar.
Don't do heroin, folks.
Heroin.
Period. Stay off the smack, people.
Seriously, especially with all the fentanyl and that shit nowadays.
Oh my gosh, it's horrible.
Dude, I've read up.
How many people have died because of that here lately? I mean, it's just
bunch
of people.
Tons.
I mean, friends. I mean, we're talking about in our area too. People.
Hold on, just. How bad does it have to be that harm reduction, this isn't like a support group or a 12-step meeting. It's called a harm reduction group. They pass out tests, not to test somebody to see if they're on drugs, but to test their drugs to see how pure they are. So they know what they're actually doing. How bad is shit when that's a...
Yeah. I have a meeting for my drugs, so I have to test my drugs to make sure I can do my drugs. People, stop. Stop. All right.
Yeah, we had
a good public service announcement.
Somebody brought that into my home group building. We threw that shit out after we found out what it was because that has no place on a 12-step. Not to mention that should have no place in any recovery program to test your But it brings up a good point. Do we want people alive or do we want people clean?
All right,
Fuck it. It's sad, but that's the way things are now.
So you said, I didn't know that, Biller. I'm sorry. So how long have you been actively recovering?
For a year, and I've got, let's see, since the end of last June is last time I did anything that
was hard.
Yeah, since I've had a drink or had any hard drugs.
Well, you ain't been drinking alcohol?
Not even drinking.
Wow, dude. Are you still bartending too?
No.
I was gonna say that's impressive.
Not.
It's still impressive. But.
No, but I mean, the drinking had to go. It's just as much of a drug as everything else. Not to mention, the drinking's what leads into the heavy usage.
Right.
That my prescription drugs don't be getting used as prescription drugs when I start drinking, and my want for hard drugs goes through the roof.
There you go. So just be responsible, people. Everybody, you know your limits, but don't do smack. Don't do heroin. Don't do fentanyl. Stay away from that crap. You know what you do. Alcohol's not good. None of it's good, but I mean, everything in minor
I'm not
doses,
encouraging
right?
anyone to do anything or not do anything, but be safe. If you got a problem,
that's legal, man.
Check out a 12-step meeting.
Yeah, man. Get yourself,
You want to shout out anybody from there, or like people?
No.
That goes against key fundaments.
That shows you what I know about it. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. It's not funny.
Like me saying I'm in a 12-step program, that doesn't break any rules, but I can't
be like, yeah, I'm hang out with this person.
Yeah, that's the whole
Shout
thing,
out
man.
my homie in AA,
like
Alcoholics Anonymous. And shit.
The last A in every
anonymous
is anonymous. You're supposed to say in the Reno.
Just getting onto a podcast. Shout out on my homie.
Oh my gosh,
it's not even funny though.
This is how smart Reno is sometimes. We love you, Reno.
Maybe I'm on drugs. You never know.
Could be.
God, I hope not, dude.
No, I swear I'm not. I swear. Like,
I've seen you on drugs. It's a terrible thing.
Oh, you have not. Shut your mouth.
All right, guys. I'll catch you later.
Well, yeah. John B's got to get out of here.
See you, man.
And since John B's got to get out of here, and he told us that good story, and it was a good public service, now I think we're going to stop here. Reno, what do you think? We stop here. We're gonna get to work. So me and Reno are gonna get to work. Hopefully we got something out for you here soon. Just stay tuned to our channels and whatever else, and you'll be hearing some stuff from Matt Reno soon. So
that's not gonna be the name though. I'm working on a name.
Okay, it's not gonna be Matt Reno, but it'll be Matt Reno.
Yeah.
Hey, we just wanted to say thank you so much for listening, and we love you. Have a good one. Bye.